Nanny Bubby back in our kitchen. We're so happy because she always offers up the best tips and tricks you can use in your own home, in your own kitchen. Happy New Year. You've had a busy December.
Tell
everyone.
Yes, I know. I've been gone for a while. I know you were gone for a while as well. The whole show was gone. But I am so happy to share where I was, and I've got a little picture of what I was doing. So happy to welcome the new little dumpling, little doll face's brother, who I call Mr. President for some strange reason. I have no idea why. And so that's what I was off doing, and had to be there for arrival. I thought I was a great mom and grandma, which is what I wanted to be in December, because my daughter only got annoyed with me one time, so I figured I did a pretty good job.
Yes.
Did a good job being a good mom and grandma.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
to the new edition. He's precious, and Dollface, of course.
Yeah,
we love
doll
them
face.
both.
Yeah, for sure. So we're going to talk about a little bit about New Year's resolutions.
Yes, you have this resolution, which I think is great, and I think a lot of other people want to get on this as well. So tell everyone about that.
Well, so before we start, let me ask you this. So you know that diet and health is always like #1 in terms of resolutions.
Right.
So did you have a resolution this year? Not really? Not diet and health?
No.
Makeup? Okay. Well, I did. I did. I just have to tell you about this. Well, so I gave up all processed sugar for 2020. And at the end of the day, I am just not a moderator. I can't eat a piece of cake or a bite of cake. If I do, I get sick, I eat the whole thing, and at the end of the day, truthfully, I am the worst version of myself when I eat sugar.
So you're giving up sugar for the whole year.
Yes, and my second one is I intend to do 2 to 3 vegan meals per week. Now, I have never done vegan before. I don't know the first thing about it, and I intend to get this information and bring it back because everybody is interested in how to do more plant-based living. So we're going to do a little bit of that.
Absolutely, and these resolutions are going to kind of play into effect for the next few weeks that you're going to be on the show. So give us a rundown of kind of what you're going to be helping us do.
So for the next 6 episodes here, we have a series called Raising Our Kitchen IQ, and we start today with the basic essentials of cooking, and then 2 weeks from now, getting healthy as a family. Is Valentine's Day sweeter without sugar? I say yes. Are you a Las Vegan or vegan? Food hygiene, very important. And then last of all, in search of flavor.
Okay, very good.
So we're going to start today with the basic essentials of cooking.
Okay.
And first thing I want to tell you is this, is that cooking is intuitive, it's instinctual, and it's also creative. And what you have to do is always trust yourself. So from that point of view, you can cook any recipe. It's tough. You can cook any recipe, but if you don't know the basic things about how to cook, if you don't know the difference between a dry measure cup and a liquid measure cup, and you're following a recipe, you're going to make a massive mistake, and it won't taste good, and you're back in the drive-thru.
Right.
So do you know the difference between a dry and liquid measure?
The liquid is bigger, and then the dry, they're the stacking ones, right?
Well, yes. There you go. Pretty close. Okay. So what we have is this. This is the dry measuring cup, and we use it for something like flour, sugar, or powdered sugar. We go like this to lighten it up, and then you put it in the measuring cup like that, and you use the back of a knife to level it, and then and there you have it, okay? If you had a liquid measuring cup and you're trying to put a cup of flour in here, how are you going to pack it down? How are you going to make sure it's a cup? And how are you going to do it? So this is the liquid measuring cup.
Okay.
Now, how's this? Do you know how to measure solid fat?
Solid fat?
Solid fat.
With,
so this is butter. This is butter.
Okay.
Solid fat.
Solid fat.
Right. You can't pack it into there because you might have to melt it, and some recipes call for cold butter. If you put it into 1 cup of liquid, you put it in like that, you look, and it is 1/3 of a cup, and you know you've got 1/3 of a cup because the water went up from 1 cup to 1 1/3.
Know that. Okay.
And there you go. By the way, butter is the sexiest food we eat. Do you want to know why? It's very sexy. It is the sexiest food. It's got a bad rap all these years, but it is sexy because it melts at body temperature. And the French know this because they put a pound of butter in absolutely everything.
Very good.
So we're going to go through knives, and very quickly, if you have 1 knife that you're going to start with a 10-inch chef's knife. Don't buy a block of knives. Don't do knives. Just start with a 10-inch chef's knife and maybe a Santoku. and that's it. And start with this. And I just want to show
Necessities,
this
okay.
handy dandy, fabulous little, can you see from the top over there? You see
Let's see
it?
if we can get a shot.
You see
We
this?
have, what is that, styrofoam in there?
No, it's kind of like styrofoam needles, and then nice packed straight in.
Okay.
And
I'm
that's it
getting
for
the
today. We had more to do, but we're learning to pace the time.
That's okay. Thank you so
We'll
much
do
for
better
coming
next time.
in. You have a lot of information, and I learned something. I didn't know that about solid fats and measuring. So thank you so much. Guys, check out Chef Nanny Bubby. You can go to her Facebook.com/Chef Nanny Bubby. You can also follow her on Instagram @Chef Nanny Bubby. And thank you, as always, to Chapman for sponsoring this segment. Rocky, over to you.